Hi, my name is Charles McCall, and I want to share with you today 5 keys that will really help you in your leadership. I want to share with you 5 levels of leadership. Very important to understand that there are a lot of people who carry the title or carry the name leader, but they're not actually a leader maybe in the way that we're thinking of a leader. But there are various levels, and I believe that we can rise from one level to another level of leadership and develop our capacity as a leader and thus be more effective in everything that we do. Now, there's a Bible verse in the Holy Bible in Genesis chapter 1, verses 26 through 28, that says, God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. Why did he create them? He created them to be like him, to represent him, and to manage his affairs on earth, to oversee the earth, and to create more and more children and more descendants, and also show them the ways of God. Here is the foundational verse for management and leadership. God called Adam and Eve to be managers over everything on the earth, and he called them to be leaders, to be able to pass on to others the same understanding and skills so that they too might be able to manage and to lead others. And so God created mankind to be leaders. And therefore, I believe that there's something in every person. I believe there's something of God, even those who don't believe in God, those who have not yet accepted Jesus as their Savior, there's still a remnant of the image of God somewhere in their being, and there is potential to rise and lead at least one level of leadership. And so that's the basis for what I'm talking about. Now, 5 levels of leadership. I'm going to summarize this, share a little bit, not go too deep on it, but just want to make you aware to begin with. And then I'm going to share in another lesson on some specific things that we can do to rise from one level of leadership to another. So the first level of leadership is that of a capable person. Is a good person, a person who has ability. They might have a lot of ability, but they're not yet a leader. They haven't yet developed that potential to become a leader. They have talent, they have skills, and they have good work habits, and they're contributing to the benefit of their team. They're contributing to the benefit. They may be involved in church. They may be involved in a group in a business or a group in an organization or a community group. And so they're adding value to that group, but they've not yet risen to the level of being a higher level of leader. And part of the reason why is because they haven't developed what is needed to rise to another level. The other has to do with their vision. For many people at this level, their vision is only for themselves. What am I going to get out of this? This is benefiting me. I'm enjoying it. I'm using my experience in life. But they don't yet see the big picture of why the team is doing that. The benefit of what they're doing to the whole organization, the benefit of their part to the whole church or to the whole business, all they see is, I'm doing my part, I'm helping out in this role, and they don't yet see how that is beneficial to the whole organization or the whole business or the whole church. And so therefore that limits a person from being as effective as they could be and from rising to a higher level. And the next level of leadership is that of a group leader. Now, in a church, this may be a small group leader, a cell group leader. It may be somebody who is leading a particular ministry, like a welcome team or an offering counting team or an evangelistic team, team leader. In an organization, the same thing. It may be somebody who is leading up an outreach team to do something in the community, to repair a house or to distribute food or to organize an event or something. So they may have a role as a team leader. And so they understand the vision of the team. They know what this team is supposed to do and the goals and the priorities for this team. But often that level of leaders does not yet understand what is the benefit of this team to the whole organization, to the whole church, or to the whole business. So again, so the first level of leadership, they understand what's beneficial for them. The second level of leadership, they understand what's beneficial for the team, and they're very good at helping the team to accomplish their distribution of food, or to help the team accomplish whatever they're accomplishing, but they do not yet see the benefit of how that team benefits the rest of the organization, or the rest of the church, or the long-term vision. And so it has to do with ability, it has to do with vision. And the next level is that of a manager. And a manager oversees several teams. And so a manager, he sees a bigger picture. He or she sees a bigger picture. They see the picture and the goals and the priorities for their department, for the several groups that are under them. And they know where they're supposed to go, and they have a strategy on how to get there. And a manager is able to draw human resources and material resources to be able to accomplish the vision for the groups under him or her, and for his or her department. But sometimes the manager does not see how this particular department or this particular ministry in a church is beneficial for the long-term vision of the church, the business, or the organization. The next level of leader, the fourth level, is that of an effective leader. Now, an effective leader has vision, is able to inspire and direct, and prepares the way for the future, for the organization, for the church, or for the business. And so this is the executive leader. They know how, they've got a vision, they know where this business, this organization, this church is going, and they know what is going to be necessary to get there. They're able to inspire others, and so they have a great vision, for a long-range vision for the organization, or the business, or the church. But the highest level of leader is what I call an executive leader, or a senior leader, and that is a person who also has a vision, who's also able to inspire and gather resources and gather commitment. But this kind of a leader has a vision for the next generation. The effective leader has a vision for this generation, what we're going to do in the next X number of years for this business, for this organization, or for this church. But the executive leader sees beyond this generation, and he sees to the next generation. And so in order to rise up to the next level, you have to increase your understanding about the vision, and you have to enlarge your understanding of the vision from yourself to the group, to the department, to the whole organization, to future generations. And then, of course, you have to develop your own personal abilities and your skills. You have to develop greater skills for each level of leadership. And that's what I'm going to be sharing in another lesson. And so the question is, what is God calling you to in your life? What level of leadership? Some are called to be at the capable person level. Some are called to be at the group level. Some are called to be at the management level. Some are called to be at the effective level. And some are called to be at the executive level. And so what is God calling you? What do you feel in your heart that God is calling you to serve Him and to serve mankind at what level? And the second question is, what level are you at now? What level are you at now? Are you at the capable person level? Are you at the group leader level? Are you at the management level? Are you at the effective leader level? Or are you at the executive level? And the next question after that, what must you do to rise to the next level? If that's what God is calling you to do, if that's what's in your heart. And here's a real key. In order to rise to the next level, John Maxwell says, in order to go up, you have to give up. And so that means you will probably have to give up doing some things that you like to do in order to do something new that you want to do that will lead you to the future. And I like to say that sometimes we have to give up something that is good to go for something that is better. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect different results. And you can't just keep adding more things to your life, because you're not going to be able to handle it, and you're not going to be very effective nor efficient in doing so many things. And so you're going to have to focus. That's the key word. You're going to have to focus on the next level. And that means maybe I'm not going to be doing some of the things that I used to do, but I'm going to be doing some new things that will have greater benefit for the whole. And so on the slide that you're going to see, I have many resources that I want to make available to you. I have a website, I have a YouTube site, I have a SoundCloud site, and so I want to make resources. You can go to my website, you can check the menu, and there's various tabs in the English language and in the Cambodian language. The same for the videos on YouTube. They're in the English language, they're in the Cambodian language. Some of this I've already taught. There's many, many resources for you there. And if you want my slides to this lesson, or you want any further notes from this lesson, you can email me at the email address that is showing up on the screen now, charlesedwardmccall@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for viewing. And if you feel that this is worthwhile to you and it might be worthwhile to others, I'd like to ask that you would share this with others as well and subscribe. Thank you.